Commandment number 1, keep the lines of communication open.
By keeping the lines of communication open, the more trust that you'll build regarding money matters. Talk to each other respectfully and listen with an open mind when the other person is sharing concerns. Set aside time for regular meetings for sharing and always end on a positive note. Never forget to celebrate your love for one another because it is indeed the glue that keeps things in perspective. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I do. And for all you awesome couples out there, ask yourself this. Are you keeping the lines of communication open about your finances? I'm Scott.
And I'm Mary, president and founder of Love Life Designs, LLC.
And we are
The Chapmans.
And we've been married for 15 years.
Commandment number 1. Know your beliefs about money, then share those beliefs with your partner. For example, I am a saver. Money for me means stability. So I hold on to it as much as I can, sometimes forgetting to enjoy life. Sharing money beliefs up front allows couples to avoid unnecessary arguments as their relationship grows. Each person can recognize the reason and the motivation for the other's decision.
Commandment 2. Allow the person who is stronger at money management to manage all the household finances.
We are the Chavis family of Hearts and Mind, a relationship coaching practice in New Jersey.
We've been married for 2.5 years.
Commandment number 4, the art of forgiveness. What's forgiveness to you?
It's trust, love, honesty, all wrapped up into one.
Love, trust, and honesty.
Love, trust, and honesty.
I think forgiveness in a marriage is so essential, and it's not essential in just the small things. It's essential in the big things as well as the small things, because of course if there's a huge discretion or if something happens in the relationship or in the marriage, the art of forgiveness has to come in. And forgiving means when I say I'm sorry, I'm sorry. When I apologize, I mean it, and not just in words but also in actions. Forgiveness is really forgiving the other individual and being truly sorry, being really willing to accept their forgiveness.
You got to remember that forgiveness doesn't happen overnight. It is a process, and the person that did the wrong and is causing the other person to forgive, you have to remember that person has to have patience, because while that person is still forgiving, there's still going to be some hurt there. So you definitely got to have patience there. And just another thing, if the relationship is built and has a good foundation on love, then the whole forgiveness process would be a lot smoother.
That's true, because you need to have unconditional love as well in a marriage. If you're going to say you're going to forgive your spouse, whatever they did, you have to have that unconditional love, right?
Correct.
So it all boils down to ceasing to continue to throw it up in their faces when they say they're sorry. To actually,
I think that's a human nature, though. I mean, there's going to be some of that going on, though. Even when you have heated arguments, you're going to hear it again. So you just have to remember that once a person. I mean, I understand people say, well, you need to go ahead and forgive that person, but never mention it again. But that's not true.
I don't believe in forgiving and forgetting, because a lot of times people,
it's going to come back.
Yeah, and they say forgive and forget, but how can you possibly forget if you're going to forgive? You know, you have to continue to remember what you're forgiving, right?
Exactly. So it's always going to come up. So you'll never forget, but you can forgive, but you will never forget. Never forget.
Absolutely. And forgiveness is very important in your relationship. If you're going to be willing to accept that apology,
Correct.
then be willing to go the extra mile to forgive them and truly forgive them in your heart. And sometimes that's humbling yourself too. Forgiveness also goes back to humbling yourself.
Yeah, you gotta throw pride out the window, and you definitely got to be able to take one step at a time. But see, you got to remember also that it's the person's job also. Even though that person has forgiven you, you have to reassure. Always have to reassure that person that you're not going to make that mistake again. Because that's also part of forgiveness. Also, it's not one-sided. It's both sides. Even though that person forgave you, you have to make sure you build the trust. That's why I said trust, love, and honesty. You got to build the trust back up so that forgiveness doesn't go anywhere.
That's true. Well, our commandment was commandment number 4, the art of forgiveness. My name is Nicole Cleveland from Norfolk, Virginia, and
My name is Jeremiah Cleveland from Norfolk, Virginia.
God bless you.
Bless you.
Give 100%. Hi, my name is Tina Fortune, and I'm the founder of Single Parent Assistance Resources and Knowledge Network, Inc., where we're activating confidence and inspiring wisdom in the single parent family. Our vision is to provide information, assistance, resources, and knowledge to single parents that are low to moderate income as they seek to achieve financial independence. So I am a strong supporter of marriage first. Marriage. You know, a lot of people think that single parents are single by choice, and we're not. We are individuals that believed at one point in relationships and in marriage. Now, of course, you get your couples that chose single parenthood and to be a single mom by choice. There are organizations that support that. Yet more than 90%, especially of women that become single moms, that wasn't their choice. So let's talk about marriage. Our organization supports marriage first. Marriage is the key for development. You know, when you're looking at 2-parent households with the children and the youth, there are so many statistics that back the children that come from single-parent households. Now, I am a single parent, so I do find positive statistics for single-parent households. 40% of moms are single moms in the United States. Out of the 40%, 78% are African American or Black mothers, where you're looking at 40 out of 100 are already single moms, and 28 out of the 40 are single moms that are Black. We have to show support for marriage. And as the founder of the organization, we do. My topic today, give 100%. In a marriage, 100% is so key when you don't feel like it, especially. When the husband gives 100%, the wife says, I can give 50%. 100%. 100%, even when you don't feel like it. Even when you feel like you have to press forward, even when you feel like giving up, even when you feel like there's no hope, 100%. You know, I have my word out. We all look at Proverbs 31 and the Proverbs 31 woman, and I like the Message Bible and translation, and talks about, you know, she's organizing her day, preparing breakfast, diligent in homemaking. We know that women are amazing at multitasking, always faces tomorrow with a smile. When she speaks, she has something worthwhile to say. She keeps an eye on everyone in her household and keeps them all busy and productive. In that marriage, sometimes you're going to feel like you're giving more than your spouse. And you know what? That's okay, because you're tasked at giving 100% all the time. They're tasked at giving 100%. Yet we need to know that the focus is on us. Now, I will say I am a divorced mom, unfortunately, and I'm learning now where I made the mistakes. He made mistakes in marriage. I made mistakes in marriage. The children were the focus. He wasn't doing enough. I didn't want to give because he wasn't giving. I didn't want to do because he wasn't. I didn't like the way he did certain things. I was not giving 100% of myself. I was not 100% in that relationship of giving. Another thing to keep in mind, I like to use the acronym of GOAL. Make sure that each one of your goals are God-ordered and leading you. What is your goal for the day? Yet how is it God-ordered and leading? You do have the ability to live your life in abundance to the full till it overflows, according to the word, be it unto you. The other thing, what does the dream marriage look like to you when you're giving 100%? What does success in your marriage look like for you? Again, live in your reality. Live in your dream. Don't worry about what other people's dreams are. What is yours? So again, give 100%. That's the tip from Single Parent Assistance Resource and Knowledge Network, where we're activating confidence and inspiring wisdom in the single parent family. Thanks for joining us.